When we think about intimate relationships, I'm sure many people come to your mind. Now, do these intimate relationships exist remotely and primarily online? In the increasing amount of time that we spend on our devices, this question shouldn't really be that strange. Are they the same as in-person relationships? First, I want to talk about intimate relationships. Intimate relationships are ones in which there are repeated interactions, high self-disclosure, high interdependence, and high emotional involvement. As we reviewed in the relationship development model, two people will initiate communication and experiment with their assessments of each other. If the interactions are positive and favorable, their relationship will intensify with repeated interactions, and they will be integrating their needs more and more. They will be revising by giving and receiving effective feedback, and they will bond through trust. Throughout the duration of the relationship, there will always be revising as context changed. Nowadays, if we want to have an online presence, it's inevitable that we're going to connect with so many more people that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise due to physical limitations. Now, it's one thing to use, for example, a dating app where it's based on your location to match you with potential mates. If your objective is to meet somebody to establish a relationship, this online presence would be very short term. Instead, I'm more interested in instances where that's not the case. Any in-person interaction wouldn't exist or would be very sporadic. The communication would be strictly through a device, texting, over the phone, with or without video. My main thing to consider here is the difference is that there's a lack of nonverbal communication. The only exception is potential eye contact that would be over video chat. However, no matter what the channel, we would still be missing that physical touch, the spatial distance, and the exclusive eye contact. While it's a generalized number, 93% of all interpersonal communication is nonverbal. So where does that leave online relationships? At the end of the day, I wouldn't discount them and would say online relationships are 100% valid and are very necessary in our online presence. They're not going anywhere. However, I would say that because of the lack of nonverbal communication, they're not quite the same. Looking into the future, though, and just with the increasing amount of artificial intelligence, our behaviors are evolving. With that said, it's possible that one day the amount of nonverbal communication in a relationship may mean less and just carry less weight. So what are your thoughts on this? I would just love to know in the comments.